Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram. To some Radha Cha, Radha, Shri Radha, Radha, Shri Radha, Radha, Shri Radha. We are reading Bhagavad Gita as it is by His Divine Grace, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada, founder Acharya of International Society for Krishna Consciousness. We are in chapter 9, text 6. Understand that as the mighty wind blowing everywhere rests always in the sky, all created beings rest in me. Let's read the purport. For the ordinary person, it is almost inconceivable how the huge material creation is resting in him. But the Lord is giving an example which may help us to understand. The sky may be the biggest manifestation we can conceive. And in that sky, the wind or air is the biggest manifestation in the cosmic world. The movement of the air influences the movements of everything. But although the wind is great, it is still situated within the sky. The wind is not beyond the sky. Similarly, all the wonderful cosmic manifestations are existing by the supreme will of God, and all of them are subordinate to that supreme will. As we generally say, not a blade of grass moves without the will of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Thus, everything is moving under His will. By His will, everything is being created, and everything is being maintained, and everything is being annihilated. Still, He is aloof from everything, as the sky is always aloof from the activities of the wind. In the Upanishads, it is stated, Yad Disha Vata Pavate. It is out of the fear of the Supreme Lord that the wind is blowing. Taitiriya Upanishad 2.8.1. In the Aranyaka Upanishad 3.8.9, it is stated, Etasya va aksharasya prashasane gargi surya chandramasu sau vidratau tishtata etasya va aksharasya prashasane gargi dyav aprathivyavyo vidratau tishtata by the supreme, which means by the supreme order under the superintendence of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, the moon, the sun, and the other great planets are moving. In the Brahma Samhita 5.52 also it is stated, Yat Chakshur Esha Savita Sakala Grahanam Raja Samasta Sur Mutir Ashesha Tejaha Yasyagnya Brahmati Sabrata Kal Chakro Govindam Adi Purusham Tam Aham Bhajami. This is a description of the movement of the sun. It is said that the sun is considered to be one of the eyes of the Supreme Lord, and that it has immense potency to diffuse heat and light. Still, it is moving in its prescribed orbit by the order and the supreme will of Govinda. So, from the Vedic literature, we can find evidence that this material manifestation, which appears to us to be very wonderful and great, is under the complete control of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. This will be further explained in the later verses of this chapter. Let's move to text 7. O son of Kunti, at the end of the millennium, all material manifestations enter into my nature. And at the beginning of another millennium, by my potency, I create them again. Let's read the purport. The creation, maintenance, and annihilation of this material cosmic manifestation are completely dependent on the supreme will of the personality of Godhead. At the end of the millennium means at the death of Brahma. Brahma lives for 100 years and his one day is calculated at 4,300 million of our earthly years. Yes. His night is of the same duration. His month consists of 30 such days and nights, and his year of 12 months. After 100 such years, when Brahma dies, the devastation or annihilation takes place. This means that the energy manifested by Supreme Lord is again wound up in himself. Then again, when there is a need to manifest the cosmic world, it is done by his will. Bahushyam means, although I am one, I shall become many. This is the Vedic aphorism. Chandogya Upanishad 6.2.3. He expands himself in this material energy and the whole cosmic manifestation again takes place. Yes. So you see, even Brahma and even Brahma Lok is in the material world, in fact, and there will be, they will also go through death, right? Let's move to text 8. The whole cosmic order is under me. Under my will, it is automatically manifested again and again, and under my will, it is annihilated at the end. Let's read the purport. This material world is the manifestation of the inferior energy of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. This has already been explained several times. So, of course, material energy and material world will go through annihilation, that is, it will get consumed back by the Lord because it faces death, right? Death, birth, disease, right? But spiritual world will never get annihilated because it doesn't have death. It doesn't have these characteristics, right? At the creation, the material energy is let loose as the Mahatattva, into which the Lord, at his first Purusha incarnation, Mahavishnu, enters. He lies within the causal ocean and breathes out innumerable universes, and into each universe, the Lord again enters as Garbhodakshayi Vishnu. So Mahavishnu gives birth to lots of universes, and then in each universe, he again enters at Garbhodakshayi Vishnu. Each universe is in that way created. He still further manifests himself as Shirodakshayi Vishnu, and that Vishnu enters into everything, even into minute atom. So everything within us also there is Shirodakshayi Vishnu, right? This fact is explained here. He enters into everything. Now, as far as the living entities are concerned, they are impregnated into this material nature, and as a result of their past deeds, they take different positions. Thus, the activities of this material world begin. The activities of the different species of living beings are begun from the very moment of the creation. It is not that all is evolved. The different species of life are created immediately along with the universe. So as soon as the universe is created, the species also get created on its own, and it's immediate. So the reactions are immediate. So this is what we refer to Big Bang theory, but in reality it is this. Men, animals, beasts, birds, everything is simultaneously created because whatever desires the living entities had at the last annihilation are again manifesting. So the last annihilation when the Brahma will get annihilated, correct? So inside we are inside Brahma. Okay. So when the entire Brahma gets annihilated, the last thought that each and every living entity might have, or each and every part of the material energy of the Supreme Lord had, will take will get manifested when again the God creates such a universe. Correct? It is clearly indicated here by the word avasham that the living entities have nothing to do with this process. The state of being in their past life, in the past creation, is simply manifested again. And all this is done simply by His will. This is the inconceivable potency of the Supreme Personality of God. And after creating different species of life, He has no connection with them. The creation takes place to accommodate the inclinations of the various living entities, and so the Lord does not become evolved, involved with it. Yes. So then the Lord doesn't get involved in the reactions or in the position that you will take because the material energy will be involved and they will decide what position you will take. Will you become a man? Will you become a dog? What you will become? Will you become a beast? Because this is all dependent on the past deeds, which God cannot interfere, right? Because this is the, how do I say, this is the something that no one can interfere. Like no one can interfere a material energy like fire. If there is fire, it will burn. You cannot make fire not burn, right? So it is the basic nature of the material energy. So they will behave the way they are supposed to behave. Lord cannot interfere because Lord Himself created those. Text 9. O Dhananjay, all this work cannot bind me. I am never detached. I am ever detached from all these material activities, seated as though neutral. Let's read the purport. One should not think in this connection that the Supreme Personality of Godhead has no engagement. So you see, detachment and being engaged are two different things, right? Detached is that you're not getting affected by the result of your engagement, right? In this spiritual world, he is always engaged. In the Brahma Samhita 5.6, it is stated, Atma, Atma ras, Ramasya tasyasti prakritya na samagamam. He is always involved in his eternal, blissful, spiritual activities, but he has nothing to do with these material activities. Material activities are being carried on by his different potencies. The Lord is always neutral in the material activities of the created world. This neutrality is mentioned here with the word Udasina Udasina Vat. Although he has control over every minute detail of material activities, he is sitting as if neutral. The example can be given of a high court judge sitting on his bench. By his order, so many things are happening. Someone is being hanged, someone is being put into jail, someone is awarded a huge amount of wealth, but still he is neutral. He has nothing to do with all that gain and loss. Because of course God does not have does not have anything to do with material energy or the results of the material energy. राइट इट इज हिज ओन एनर्जी तो उससे उनको क्या है like, उनकी खुद की एनर्जी है ना वो सिमिलरली द लॉर्ड इज ऑलवेज न्यूट्रल ऑल्दो ही हैज his hand in every sphere of activity. In the Vedant Sutra 2.1.34 it is stated Vaishamya Naigranye na. He is not situated in the dualities of this material world. He is transcendental to these dualities. Nor is he attached to the creation and annihilation of this material world. The living entities take their different forms in the various species of life according to their past deeds, and the Lord doesn't interfere with them. Yes. Why doesn't Lord interfere with them? Because Lord wants everyone to fulfill their past deeds and make them neutral, and so that there is a chance for them to get liberated to spiritual world. Come back. Text 10. This material nature, which is one of my energies, is working under my direction, O son of Kunti, producing all moving and non-moving beings. Under its rule, this manifestation is created and annihilated again and again. Let's read the purport. It is clearly stated here that the Supreme Lord, although aloof from all the activities of the material world, remains the Supreme Director. The Supreme Lord is the supreme will and the background of this material manifestation. But the management is being conducted by the material nature. That is the material five elements, right? And the three more, that is mind, false ego, and intelligence. So 8 elements. Krishna also states in Bhagavad Geeta that all the living entities in different forms and species, I am the Father. The father gives seeds to the womb of the mother for the child, and similarly, the Supreme Lord, by his mere glance, injects all the living entities into the womb of material nature, and they come out in their different forms and species according to their last desires and activities. Also, there are many people, who desire what they want to be in their next life. And they also write in their diary that I want to be this, I want to be born to this person, and I want to be doing this kind of activity in my next life. And they keep visualizing that every single day till the time they die. Generally, this is done when the person is moving to deathbed. And he already knows that, yeah, this is my end. It's coming to an end now. And let me just start manifesting what I want to be in the next life. So there are therapists who actually do this. So all these living entities, although born under the glance of the Supreme Lord, take their different bodies according to their past deeds and desires. So the Lord is not directly attached to this material creation. He simply glances over material nature. You see, Lords, all the senses of the Lords, or how do I say, all the faculties of the Lord is able to feel all five senses together. His eyes can also smell, so he is able to do everything with every particle of his body. He can do everything. Okay, so he simply glances over material nature. Material nature is thus activated, and everything is created immediately. Because he glances over material nature, there is undoubtedly activity on the part of the Supreme Lord, but he has nothing to do with the manifestation of the material world directly. This example is given in the Smriti when there is a fragrant flower before someone. The fragrance is touched by the smelling power of the person. Yet, the smelling and the flower are detached from one another. There is a similar connection between the material world and the Supreme Personality of God. Actually, he has nothing to do with this material world, but he creates by his glance and ordains. In summary, a material nature without the superintendence of the Supreme Personality of Godhead cannot do anything. Yet the Supreme Personality is detached from all material activities. Let's end here with Hare Krishna Maha Mantra. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Let's do some Radha Jap. Radha Shri Radha, Radha, Shri Radha, Radha, Shri Radha.